I had an uncle, you know, who I used to follow to go and do business deals. When he's doing businesses, I'll just watch. So I remember being in one scenario whereby he closed like 10 million naira deal. No paperwork, nothing. All he did was they talked, they reached an agreement, and they shook hands, and that was it. And then there was another negotiation he was having with another man. I think it was like for 2 million or something. And then in the middle of that, right, the man had the money, he was ready to make the deal, but then he said no, he turned it down, he walked away. And I asked him why. He said that it was what the man said in the middle of the conversation. What happened was they were talking in the restaurant, right? Then a waitress walked by, and the waitress was beautiful, right? So the man turned, looked at the waitress, was like, damn, I wish I could have that girl, man. Look at that fat ass, that kind of thing. In a casual way, as guys talk. So he was not offended by the comment, as guys now, he was not offended. But the man was married, and then he told me that if a man can make that kind of comment, that means the man is probably cheating on his wife. And I was like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? You're talking about a business deal, he has the money, he wants to pay, what's the problem? So he now told me that, see, if a man can cheat on his wife, the person that cooks his food, takes care of his children, the person he sleeps beside every day, if that man can cheat on that woman, then what are the odds that he won't cheat on you when you're in a business deal with him? You know? And when he said that, that thing kind of hit me. A lot of the time, especially in Nigeria and Africa, we do business deals with people. As long as they have the money, we do business. Right? And then sometimes we get into problem with these people. We start fighting and start struggling for things. And sometimes what this thing usually happens is because you know, we did not pay attention to the character of the individual. Because if a man is not even faithful to the person he sees every day and stays with every day, what are the chances to pay attention to you, who is the stranger? And that's something I want to take away from this sometimes. Sometimes all money is not good money. So when you are dealing with someone, it's not just about money. Sometimes it's about the character of the person, so that down the line you'll not be having issues.